What up, guys? Welcome back to another For Honor video. Today we're going to be looking at the clips that you submitted on Discord. Now, if you guys haven't seen my previous video or my community post, we're going to be doing a series where we react to clips from viewers sent in and give constructive criticism, give amazement, whatever it is. But overall, no, I'm not going to be booing anybody, being like, oh, wow, you just suck. Yeah, this is going to be more of a constructive thing, more of a give back to the community type thing. See what I can do to help you guys out. If y'all have any issues with any specific characters, just send clips in. It'll be in my Discord, which is going to be linked in the description, and it's going to be on the React to Clips section. Now, one thing I will say with your clips, if you have them, try to send them without copyrighted music. I know some people do send in music, with their clips because they listen to music when they play. But if there's copyrighted music, good chance I may not be able to put it in a video. So, just going forward, that's going to be the case. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these clips and see what kind of feedback I can give out. First up here, we've got Determined. Now, the quality is going to vary based on the clip. So, if something's not in good quality, blame either the Discord or the clip. I don't have Nitro. I'm broke. So, let's take a look at this first clip here. Okay, crushing counter, and then the side light. Okay, he did do a side heavy instead of a top heavy on full charge bash. You don't ever want to do that unless you're in a team fight. Okay, so that's the whole clip. Honestly, Determined, aside from the charge bash and doing a side heavy instead of top heavy where you lost out like 3 damage, not much to say on that one. Your opponent was just kind of throwing random dodge attacks, and then when you got an offense, they just kind of fell for every mix-up, so not much I can really say on that one. Next up here, we got from Rum Knight. Let me go ahead and disable streamer mode. Rum Knight 9K. He actually submitted another one, but very loud copyrighted music, so we're not going to worry about that. Let's take a look here. It's Lawbringer. This is what y'all are here for.
So loud.
Well, the audio seems very low.
Third time.
Okay, he delayed that zone. I don't think he realized what to do at that time. Just too much going on.
You get the shield.
Okay, so he target swapped light to try to stop the Shinobi from peeling. The Shinobi did a side dodge attack, which was kind of surprising, but it was a good call on them.
Not this way.
Okay, so right there, one thing I will say, it looks like he went for. We go back here. He went for a top unblockable to soft feint. However, when you're against a Shinobi here, Shinobi's just got so many kicks, so many bashes. Your best bet is to really just kind of target swap and keep throwing attacks, because if you're in the middle of a guard break or really just not throwing an attack at all, bashes are going to get you. So in this case, it probably would have been better to hit this bash light and then target swap to the Shinobi and did a side right unblockable. That would have hit the Medjay, unless Medjay dodges, but it would have hit the Shinobi too. So that's what I would have done in this case. I really wouldn't worry about the top unblockable if you're in an anti-gank situation. I know the damage is slightly higher, but typically it's not worth it, in my opinion. Right here does get bashed. He did do the right thing there to throw a heavy, because that other bash, it's not going to interrupt him while he's in revenge. So his Medjay is pretty low health right here. They're both going for parries. Yeah, that was good to do the that was good to do the target swap heavy. He should have thrown it though. He fainted. See, like right here, he fainted, and then he blocked the actual confirmed light. It's just a funny interaction. Okay, good dodge, good dodge. Oh, good target swap bash. Oh, he didn't have any reason to dodge on the Medjay there, because Medjay didn't have a neutral bash at that point. Not a fast one, at least. There you go. Oh, he should have done a side heavy. That's good. Look at that. Side unblockable heavy right there. Hit both targets. All right, man. Good stuff overall. And again, when you're in an anti-gank situation, you're never going to do everything perfect. It's just not going to happen. There's just factors that you're always considering. Like, oh, this person may try to bash me out of it. I need to target swap to hit them and stop this, but then the person might do whatever. You're never going to do anything perfect. But overall, he did do pretty good. He just was a little safe on some of the target swap things. When I really think you should probably just let stuff fly. Because even if they block it, you do extra damage in revenge. That's some chip damage on 2 targets possibly if it's like a cleaved hit. But good clip overall. That was like a little anti-gank there. All right, we got another one here from Rum Knight. This one, he does have music in the background, I believe, but it is very quiet. So, it should be good. Copyright tries to get it, I can just add music. Okay, he tried to external light there. He was just a little early. Okay, quality is messing up, and I think it's just because of all the stuff happening on his game. Okay, right there.
Nope.
He did a top light. When you're anti-ganking, you just want to throw that side light, dude. Always want to throw that side light, unless you got like a BP or a Varangian guard there. Okay, went for the target swap, undodgeable. Not the worst thing to do, but, you know, obviously wasn't in range. Okay, oh, right there, should have went for the bash. Good flip, though, good flip.
Can't help you.
Alright, and he knows he can't help his teammate there. Alright, good.
Nice, Brendan.
Not too bad. The only thing I would have recommended in that anti-gank is because you have such big hitboxes with that side light with BP. Just try to use that more to external CC instead of doing a top light. Like, top light will work against, like, I guess, like, sprint attacks coming at you or, like a roll catch coming at you. But since it was Conqueror, he doesn't have either of those. So just side light, really, in those cases. Plus, if they dodge your opening light, you're usually better to just do a bash in that case. Compared to whatever it was there. I think he just did a heavy. Either way, not too bad. Good stuff. Next one we got here is from Toaster, also known as Proto.
Your team rallied.
Quality is a little bit lower on this clip, so bear with me here. I promise it's not the recording quality. Alright, so I think he went for a catapult there, and I don't think it came out. Either way, when you have a Hito that's actively executing, even though they're just kind of helpless, because it's a Hito, just bash or guard break them out. Because, one, they get a shield during that. It's a pretty good shield. It could keep them alive. Plus, they're not going to get interrupted. So, if they keep going and get an Xe, they're still going to get that health back. So, that's really the only criticism there. So far, nothing too bad, though. Alright, tough situation. Tough situation. He went for the zone. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Using the zone quite a bit. Not a bad thing to do per se, but Kong got those unblockables, man. Those quick unblockables. Good zone. A little risky. A little risky. Yeah, good heavy. He moved his body sideways. Alright, only thing I gotta say here, Proto, or Toaster, is a little less zoning. It's kind of slow. It's not bad. I mean, it's 15 damage, but like, when you got somebody that's just going for a bash that you know they're not going to be able to bash you out of, their only option is going to be one, let them go, or two, faint and have to parry you, which they're probably not going to do. Which in this case, he didn't. You know, you hit him with the zone. Heavy would have just done significantly more damage, and this Hito would probably already be dead. But that's it. You know, nothing too crazy here. And he finished with a side light. Good stuff. Yeah, at the end, you did make it out alive. Just barely, though. Just barely. But you made it, so good job, bro. This next clip is from Raven Carver. He has a YouTube channel. He's a big Medjay guy. He sent a whole video, but he said to just react to the first clip. So we are going to check it out. If you guys missed the 1v1v1 mode, it was pretty cool. It had some problems, just, I don't know, with positioning and stuff like that. But it's a good way to learn how to team fight without having to worry about hitting teammates. Like right there, you'll notice he's externaling this Kensei quite a bit. And as long as the Warden's not parrying him, it's actually a pretty good strat. Because the Kensei is not really dodge attacking him either. Okay, so right there, he tried to external. He's too far away. Ooh, okay, he got a little lucky there that Kensei didn't throw through the side heavy. Okay, good. Good bait. Ooh. Okay, so for you guys who don't know what just happened there, he was in double axe stance, right? Which normally has a chain bash that's really quick. But what he did here was he hit a heavy, and then instead of doing a chain light, he changed to his other stance with the zone. Because you can do that with Medjay. You can do a chain zone to switch to the other stance. And what it did is it confused the Warden on the bash timing. So he dodged for the quick bash, and he ate the throne grab bash because it's slow. Now, is this really like a good mix-up? I would say it's not the best because it's very punishable. If they do dodge it, you're going to eat a guard break. It's better to throw a chain heavy in most cases, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of flashy. It's kind of like throwing in a Goki hug instead of a headbutt mid-chain, or like trying to do something with Lawbringer, some shenanigans with the long arm mid-chain. But funny mix-up. And then he ended up switching back and then doing a quick bash. So that's a fun one. That's a fun little mix-up. I'm gonna have to try that for a video at some point. But cool stuff, Raven. Cool stuff, man. Yeah, and his channel name's Raven Carver if you want to check him out. Alright, this next clip is by a user named Bashful. And it looks like Warmonger. Now, this would have been before the nerfs. So, before the enhanced light and the charge went away. Because this was uploaded like a week or so ago. Okay, quick chain heavy to go to the side. Alright, no punish, which was actually the smart move in this case. When you're in a 1v2, it's very hard to get punishes typically. Side dodge heavy on Gladiator opener, perfect. Ooh, tough parry because he was right behind. Okay, chain light, which you no longer, or not chain light, feint light. No longer can do that blocked light, which makes me sad. Okay, external heavy, good. He's being a little ballsy with these lights because Gladiator parries it, he puts him out of stam. Alright, he went for the zone, not a bad option. But now he's got revenge. The VG's at his mercy. It's going to be a zone to top heavy. I'm assuming a bash light here. Alright, well good stuff. Not too many complaints I can make there. The only thing I really could say in that case, you were good on your chain heavy usage. You know, if the VG had time to react, you weren't really throwing your sweeping heavies at them because, you know, they can full guard it or CC it or whatever. So you did good to kind of not cleave the VG when, you know, they were ready. The only thing I'd recommend is when you're low on stamina like that, don't use as many chain lights on a Gladiator because they have a special punish that will drain your stam. And if you're out of stam in a 2v1, man, you're going to eat so much damage if they get you with an out of stam anything. So that's it. That's my only gripe, I guess. You did good. All right, guys. Next one is a clip from Kentra. I don't know. I can't properly read that, but looks like some Orochi stuff. So let's see what we got. Okay, bit of a chase to start out. I just didn't use the sprint attack. Okay, zone into forward kick pressure. Did not work. Good dodge. What is the VG doing? Okay, one thing I've noticed right away is he's not using the extra confirmed light, which I really think he should be using. There's not too much downside for it. Okay, and right there you'll notice he actually took full damage from that second heavy. That means it was blockable. So he probably tried to parry it, but because he was in hit stun, it may not have let him parry it. Like just ending the hit stun, it might have been a tight window, or might have tried to deflect it and couldn't dodge in time. Maybe just missed it. I don't know. But he took full damage, so that's not good. But he's got revenge, and he's in pressure now, so. Okay, unblockable feint to zone. Again, he's not using that free damage that you get after the hit. I understand wanting that little bit of extra pressure. Yeah, so like right there again, like the VG lived, and he ended up using kunai because it was the easiest option at that point. But he could have avoided using kunai altogether if he would just taken his extra light for like 4 damage like 5 different times. In a team fight, I understand if there's like a bunch of people actively attacking you and you want to get out of the way, but there's really not much reason. Like you technically have slightly less frame advantage, but all your options are fast enough to connect anyways, aside from maybe your Storm Rush. So yeah, that's the only gripe I've got about that. It's literally just that. Just use that free light tap. Unless you're just trying to mix it in every once in a while to kind of throw them off guard, but every single time, nah. Especially when you're in a 1v1, you really just use that extra damage. Because what if you didn't have kunai there, and then the VG comes back and beats you? You're gonna feel it later. But oh man, I could have got like 20 extra damage in that fight. So that's really my only gripe about that one. All right, we got another one here from Kentra. Okay, little chain heavy. It's kind of random, but it worked. All right, good stuff. He should have dodge attacked earlier, but full deflect into getting toe stabbed. Well, that's unfortunate. He actually did the right thing not throwing him down, because he would have just got bashed out of it and probably not got any better of a punish. So, it is what it is. Just happens. Okay, that deflect was very, very fortunate because of the undodgeable. Ooh. Alright, he's being a little bit, I I don't want to say random. There's just a couple of punishes he's just not taking. But the dodge recoveries are good. I think he's just trying to have fun with the dodge recoveries and is trying to spam some deflects. So, like, right there, he obviously couldn't dodge into it. Right there, obviously can't do it. But he wanted the deflect on the heavy. See, right there, he probably should have just let the unblockable fly. But he may not have been able to react to it properly. But he did a lot of chain lighting there. So, when you're in revenge like this and it's a 1v2, if you have somebody who's just constantly throwing attacks at him, throw your heavy attacks at him. Because you already have a lot more damage and you have a revenge shield. So use your side heavy, use your unblockable heavy. Because they're going to have to feint to parry that real quick. And this Warlord's kind of YOLO attacking you. You're right there, he didn't even parry. He just wants to keep getting you with some full guard heavies. I don't know why he's keeping his guard up top. But yeah, like right there, you probably should have kicked him. Or that, or just turn back to the other guy. But you never know. That one could have been a little weird because he could have just undodgeable you. And then right there, yeah. Dodge forward zone. Good option. Good option. Yeah, not much critique except just use your higher damage options, at least with Orochi, because your side heavy finishers, even your top unblockable finisher, pretty quick, pretty good damage, good cleave. I mean, look at 39 damage for a heavy top attack. You don't want to miss out on that compared to like a 17 damage light, you know. We're going to do one more here from Mr. Kentra. Let's take a look at this last Orochi clip. Okay, he gave him the Indiana Jones treatment to start. Okay, he missed the deflect. In that case, you probably don't want to dodge attack because he has that little special CC he can do. Okay, good feint. I will say it didn't really matter if you feinted because you got a dodge canceled any kind of punish, but is what it is. See right there? You could have dodged into it like that. That was smooth. That was smooth. Okay, good revenge. Good throw. The guy didn't have stamina, so really risky for him to actually try to parry that. Alright, good mix-ups. Somehow that hits a gladiator. Good deflect. The hyper armor and the deflect's gonna get you killed with greed. That was a good call out, not panic dodging though. Good. Yeah, use that kick. Yeah, good stuff, man. Dodge cancel. Yep. Alright, not much to criticize there. Honestly, that was just pretty good play overall, but he just wanted to do a cool clip on that one. It was just good. It was good. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's clips. So if you submitted, thank you so much for submitting. If I missed a clip, well, there's still plenty more. I just got to do, one video at a time. So again, if y'all want to submit any clips, join the Discord, put them in react to clips, make them like a minute or so if you can. And I'd love to react and give some constructive criticism and, praise your good stuff. So thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll catch you next time. Bye.